Hello class, Mr. Stone here. I'm going to continue on in my year's end review, okay? And I've given you all my lectures, I think. Never be the first one to turn in the class. The test or the quiz, always be the last. And, go through your notebooks. And notebooks are very important when you're in class to take notes because you're reading, when you're reviewing it, you're reading your own handwriting. And a lot of times you bring back things from your memory that you might not have known you had. Okay, so let's just go right into this, okay? It says, this question here says, write 7 to the 5ths in expanded form, okay? You might be throwing off, well, 7 to the 5ths, what's that mean? Okay, but if you start thinking, what's 7 square? Okay, if I write 7 square, what's that? That really equals 7 times 7. 7/5, what's that going to be? 7 times 7 times 7 times 7 times 7. And hey, it's right here. Look at this. Right there. Expanded form. We blew it out. That's what it means. Okay. Now, 10 to square. Identify the base. The base is 10. Okay. So it's right here. Number A. See, these are easy ones. So, like, when you skim through this, your tests in the beginning, these are ones you can pick up right away and say, hey, I got a few points right here. 10 square, identify the exponent. The exponent's 2, okay? So, hey, we just picked up 3 real fast ones. That's why I always say skim through the test, and the hard ones, hey, just put a line and come back and review them, okay? If you think you're going to run out of time and you're not going to finish the exam, take an educated guess, cross off the ones that you know aren't that, and you say, hey, I'm down to 2. I think it's going to be this one. This one looks the closest to what I think. Okay, and pick one. Don't leave it blank. Okay, now write the equation using exponents. Okay, 3 times 3 times, and we're going back to the first one. Number 4. What's that say? The 5th. You get 5 7s, so it's going to be 3 to the 3rd right there. Look at that. Really, you went back and you look back at another one. 4 kind of told you the answer for 7. Okay, write in standard form. Okay, now. Okay, here's what you got here. Standard form, okay? So what you want here is what 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 equals 8. There it is right there. Look at 8. It's right there. Okay, but okay, if you didn't even know what standard form was or how to get it right, your quick math tells you it's not going to be 2, 2, 2, okay? That's not what it's going to be. And it's not going to be 2 times 3. So it's not going to be that one. So you left at 8. Okay. So that was going to be your educated guess anyway. Okay. So that's how to cross off the ones you don't know when you're saying, hey, what's standard form mean? Okay. You might not remember that definition. Okay. And you can cross off a couple and say, hey, I know it's not this. And you're going to have the correct answer. Okay. Now, okay. This says, what is 1/4 as a decimal, okay? Remember when I told you how to do that, okay? You might know that in your head, okay, that it's going to be 25%, okay? 1/4, sure. What is it? A quarter of $1. It's 25 cents, okay? 25.25, okay? But if you don't, you just take the number like this, you draw the line a little bigger, you carry this 1 down here, okay? This goes down here, 1, and you put a dot, a decimal point, because that's what it is. Now you carry the decimal point up here. 4 goes into 1, don't go in at all, so it's 0. Okay, you don't have to write the 0 if you don't want it, but you can if you want. Okay, now you put your imaginary 0 here. 4 goes into 10 2 times. 2 times 4 is 8. Carry the 2 down. Put another 0 here, carry that down. 4 goes into 20 5 times. 0.25 is your answer. Any of these? Yeah, look at this. Number C, that's it. 0.25, we got it, okay? Now, 7/10 is a decimal. Okay, you might know that's going to be 0.7. If you don't, you do the same thing, okay? You write 7 over 10, draw the line out, little thing down here, 7. Okay, 10 goes into 7, doesn't go in at all. Make a 0 here, 10 goes into 70, 7. Okay, but we should have put the point up here so you know it's 0.7. Any of these say 0.7? Yeah, right here, number B. Okay, Hey, we're whizzing right through this, okay? What is the closest to 1/3 as a decimal? Okay? Hey, do the same thing. We just did it. Okay, carry that out there. Put the 1 down here. Put a dot. Carry the dot up there. 3 goes into 1. It don't go in at all. We make a 0 here. Okay. 3 goes into 10. Yeah, 3 times. Carry that down. We got a 9. We got a 1. Make another 0 here. 3 goes into 10. 0.3. Okay, right there. Any of these say that? Yeah, I got it right here. Okay, but now you got a little dilemma here, okay? If you look at D and A, okay, they're both fairly similar, okay? But what's going to happen is this, if you notice, I just did this 10 again, okay? So 3 goes into 10, goes into 3rd, so it's a 9. What are we going to get? We're going to continue on this 3, okay? This is going to continue. It's 1/3 is a repeating number. It's going to be 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 forever, okay? So I'd pick actually A as my answer, okay? You could pick D, okay? Because it's saying what is closest to 1/3 is a decimal, okay? It depends on what they deem as a decimal. Carried, how many places is this decimal carried? If it's only carried 2 places, it's going to be D. If it's carried 3 places, it's going to be A. But the closest one is going to be 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and that just continues, okay? I don't know why they gave you both of them. It doesn't make sense to me, okay? What is 34% as a percentage? 30.34, okay? Remember what I told you there? You write the 0.34, okay? And you move it 2 places to the left, to the right. It's 34%. Any of those say 34%? Let's see. A, right here, number D, 34%. We grab that one. Now, 0.6 as a percentage. Okay, so we got 0.6. What did I say? You move it 2 places to the right. Change it to a percentage. Any say 60%? 60%. Look at that. Number A. We got it. Now, what is 0.9 as a percent? Okay. So, hey, let's write 0.09. 0.09. We move 2 places to the right. Make a percent sign. Any of these say 9%. La. A. A says 9%. Hey, we just grabbed that one. See how easy these easy ones, we just can whiz right through this, and we're picking up point after point after point. Okay? Now, let's see what this next one says. Okay? Now, what is 3/4 as a decimal? Okay? That's a decimal. So remember what I told you. You write 3/4, carry the line out, put the 3 down here, put a point after it, carry the point up. 4 goes into 3, doesn't at all, so it's a 0. Now we put a 0 here. 4 goes into 30. Goes in 7 times. Multiply this, we get 28. Subtract it down, put another 0 there, carry that down. 4 goes into 25. 0.75. It's a decimal. Any of those? Yep, look at that B. We picked that one up. Okay? Now, what is 4/5 is a percent? Okay, this is going to be a little trickier. Watch, but this is easy. Okay? So we write the 4/5, carry the line out, carry the 4 down, put a dot up here. 5 goes into 4 0 times, put a 0 here. 5 goes into 48. So our decimal, I'm just going to move the screen over a little, okay? Our decimal is 0.8, okay? Now, to make this a percentage, because that's what they want, a percentage. Okay, what do? You move 2 places to the right, once, twice. Make the percentage sign. What is it, 80%? Any of these say 80%? 99, yeah, look at this, B. B is 80%. Hey, we grab that one, okay? Now, they want 44% can be written as a decimal or in a fraction, okay? Oh, this we can do. Okay, watch this, okay? Well, quick math tells you, right? Quick math tells you that it's not going to be A or C because you got 44%. You know there's going to be 0.44. It's got to be 0.44. It can't be 0.4. So those two are wrong, okay? So if we had a guess, we didn't know how, we were running out of time, now we're down to 2 of these, okay? And now, as a fraction, 44 over 10 is greater than 1. It's not a fraction, okay? So a fraction, it would be 44 over 100, okay? So that would be less than 1, okay? So I already know it's going to be D, okay? D is the answer, okay? Only because 44 over 10 is going to be 4.4, and it's not 44%, okay? So, but if you want to do out how to do it, okay, you ready? So we got 44%, 44%. Now to turn that into a decimal, you move 1, 2, equals 0.44. Okay, so that equals 0.44. So that's in B and D, 0.44. Now, you want to turn it into a fraction. 0.44 is 44 hundredths. So we put it over 100, and that's all there was to it. Okay, 44 hundredths, 44 hundredths. That's how we read it, and that's how it ended up to be D. Okay, but that's all there was to that. Okay, the fraction 4/10 can be written as the following: decimal and a percent. Okay, 4/10. Okay, so now we know 4/10. 4/10. We want to write it as a decimal. Okay, so how do we do that? We do this, carry down the 4, put this here, put a 0 up here, put a dot up there. So 10 goes into 4, doesn't go in at all. Put a 0 here, 10 goes into 40, 4. There's your decimal. It's going to be 0.4. Okay, so now we know this one's gone. C doesn't count because it's point. Okay, so it's going to be 0.4. Okay, so that's the decimal, it's 0.4. Now we want to change this into a percentage. How did we do that? We move 2 places to the right. 1 place, 2 place. Put a percentage, it's 40%. Okay, any of these say 0.4 and 40%? Hey, A, I can already see it. Okay, A is it. And that was all there was to it, okay? You just got to remember these little simple rules. You move 2 places to the right, 2 places to the left, how you divide this up to get it. And just remember to always put your decimal point in the right place, okay? That's where a lot of people make a lot of mistakes. Okay, now, what describes the shaded portion of the figure? Okay, how many pieces in this pie? I'll just use the pizza pie. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 pizzas, so the whole thing is 5, okay? What's shaded is 1, okay? So it's 1/5, okay? So right away, 1/2 doesn't count, so I can cross that one off, and 1/6 doesn't count, okay? So now I got it down to 1/5 and 20%, or 1/5 and 25%. Hey, so let's do the division, get a decimal, okay? We carry down the 1, we put the dot here, put the dot here, okay? So 5 goes into that 0 times, put it 1 here. 5 goes into 10, 2 times. So the decimal is 0.2, okay? So now I want to change the 0.2 to a percentage. What do? 1 place, 2 place. Make a percentage. So it's 20%. Okay, any of these say that? Yeah, look at this, A. It's 1/5 and 20%. And that's all there was to it, okay? Now, the next one's multiplication of decimals. I'm not going to go into that. I'll do that for the next one, and we'll just end it on this. So you can just review it. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And remember what I always say is never be the first one to turn in your test paper or your quiz, always be the last, okay? Review everything that you write down. Just make sure you didn't make any silly mistakes by adding 2 plus 3 is 6. You know it's 5, okay? And have a great day. Math can be fun. Thanks. Bye-bye.